Joining us now from the other coast, it is Stephen and Elizabeth Wampler. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you?
We're thrilled to be here. Thank you. How are you?
We're awesome. We're great.
That's so fantastic. I'm not, Elizabeth, I'm just going to tell you, and Stephen, I'm not going to flirt with you like every other person I see on social media.
Yeah. I'm just used to it. Stephen has a lot of girlfriends. I'm good with it. I get it.
You do? It's so ridiculous. Elizabeth, I watch you and Stephen and some of the comments that people make, and I'm like, wow, some of them even make me blush.
Yeah.
But Elizabeth, you just handle his handsomeness in stride, I guess.
He's just cute. I just tend to agree with everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, Stephen, you have accomplished so many things on your journey. In fact, one of the cool things is that you did a mountain climb, and then you did a whole entire movie about it, which is Steve's Climb. It's like a ascent, Wamplers Ascent. So,
Yep.
what year did you do that, Stephen? What year did you climb that mountain?
2010.
So in 2010, and how many years did it
Yeah.
take you to prepare for that?
A year and a half.
Okay. So for a year and a
Yeah.
half, you guys were working together as part of the Wampler family team to put this
Yep.
this together. When you reached the apex, what can you share with us, like what that felt like for you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember getting
Nope.
there? No. Okay. Was
He
that
doesn't remember.
okay? And how about you, Elizabeth? Do you remember?
I remember it well, and I fainted
You fainted.
when he got to the top, and I realized he was really safe. I fainted. It wasn't pretty. I fell into a chair. I didn't fall all the way to the ground, but yeah, I went down.
The only time I ever
Yeah.
fainted, I was in someone's wedding, and it was during the ceremony, and I was the maid of honor. It was at the St. Louis Cathedral under the arch. It was hot because they don't have air conditioning. I was out cold. The father of the bride actually lifted and carried me back. So there are times in our lives when we, if you faint, right? You're not ready for it.
Yep.
I've
Yeah.
been able to do a TEDx talk myself. You've been known to help people find the possible in the impossible, and through your marriage, has that always been part of your mission together as a team? Is to just kind of stand together as one?
No,
Well, I mean, we've been working together for 30
yeah.
years.
It's nothing we ever set out to do. We just we entered into an unusual marriage, happy that we had done so, but it's not like we ever said, oh gosh, let's, we're married now, let's go on a mission to make this a normal thing. That just wasn't our
No,
gig,
it
but
wasn't anything we set out to do.
no, but we've been happy on social media to learn how many people are deeply curious about the topic of disability, specifically in our case with our marriage and having two now young adult children. It's been fascinating, and it's been enjoyable for us to see that people are so open to a marriage like ours. We haven't been treated with anything but respect for that, and so we're very grateful.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of one example where that wasn't the case.
No, not
Mm-mm.
one.
Not one.
I think it's very helpful and so appreciative of that journey that you're willing to share, because a lot of times people are just, they'll just become private, and they won't be as generous with their spirits as you guys have been. So I wanted to thank you for that. I shared with you, Elizabeth, I didn't get to tell you, Stephen, but I've worked a lot with people that have cerebral palsy, and I don't have a huge understanding of it, but I know that it has something to do with being oxygen being like depleted or cut off during a birth. And
But
there's still a lot that's not known, correct?
um, I would say there's a lot more known now than there was before. I'm 55 and they didn't know anything way back when at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I think that it's always a matter of oxygen. So sometimes people will have some sort of infection right after birth, or usually it can be in utero. Oftentimes, the cause for the cerebral palsy is not known. The accident that occurred is not known to the parents or the doctor. Something just happened. So there are a lot of mysteries to it.
But
And
I think that they know more now than they knew when I was being born
Yeah,
55 years ago.
yeah.
certainly, we would hope so. And then you guys have a camp, and it's out in the most amazing wilderness. It's beautiful, and there's water, and it just seems like
Yeah.
every landscape painting that you would ever want to like just go into, that's what you've created. You have a beautiful property. Tell us about that, and tell us about the campers that you serve.
It is unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
130 acres out in the middle of nowhere.
Near Lake Tahoe.
Yep. And we serve kids from all over the country.
Yep.
And they're all physically disabled kids, and they become their life.
Right. Yeah, it is really it's an exquisite place, and it's all dirt. So it's a rough terrain camp, but it's doable for the kids, but it's just not easy. And so every child has their own counselor, and there's just something about having a disability and being out in nature that changes everything for that child. And I've never really been able to fully put my finger on it, but it changes kids. So they arrive at our camp, one child, they're typically crying because they wish, they were at home with their mom and dad. But when it's time to go home, they're crying again because they don't want to leave. So it's a magical place.
And so your foundation helps support that, correct? So if somebody wanted to like send a camper to camp or something like that, they could go to your website and make a donation of some sort. Is that correct?
Right. So because it is so expensive to raise a child with a disability, the first thing we decided to do when we started our foundation is make sure that every child's family had zero tuition. So the families don't pay for this camp experience. So what that means is that we raise money all year round to make sure that we can send our kids to camp at no cost to their families.
And is there like a capital campaign or something going on right now? Like, do you need something new? Like, is it a new kitchen, a new system, new game system? Is there anything like that's on your heart that, if I said, hey, Elizabeth and Stephen, what is the ask this year? Is there something special you would like to do at the camp, but you might not have the funds to do just yet?
We have 4 buildings right off the top of my head that need to be renovated. And with 130 acres and we have 18 buildings, there's always something that needs to be done. So right now I would say we have 4 buildings in particular that really need a couple of them need to become accessible. They don't have stairs, they don't have a bathroom, they don't have water. So it's a continual work in progress.
So Stephen,
Always will be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
And it always will be.
There always will be. Exactly. There's always, you know what? That's absolutely true. It's kind of like my studio. It's like I buy one camera and then maybe that breaks, I got to buy another one. And so it's always ongoing. It's where you put your passion and where you put your love. But it's extraordinary that you have this camp available. And I haven't met your children in person yet, but wow, what great kids the two of you have raised. They seem to be outstanding, good citizens. And it's nice. It's nice to know about the Wampler family. Because not only do you guys share life as a couple, but like you're the Wamplers. I mean, it's an amazing story.
Thank you. We adore them. Absolutely adore them.
Yeah, I have three myself. I have a son that's married that lives here in Smithtown to Amy. My daughter is a sculptor and a painter down in Nashville, and then my son
Beautiful.
Matthew just started University of Michigan and he's studying aerospace. So, but that's where
Incredible.
Wow.
thank you. That's where my heart is too. You
Well,
know, it's nice to have
yeah,
a
of course.
family.
Yep.
Exactly.
It really is.
So my biological family and my television family, I want to thank you for sharing this time with us, and just know that I'm ready. I would like to make a donation to your foundation, so I will be doing that. And I just
Oh,
wanted to have you on to encourage others
thank
because
you.
you're just outstanding what you do, and it means so much to me that you took the time out to be on my show. So
Oh, we appreciate that so much.
Thank
It
you.
you're
was
welcome.
really nice
Sending
to talk to you too.
you too. I'm sending you guys a big hug and a kiss. So here's my kiss and
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
my
You
hug.
too.
Okay, bye guys.
Thank
Happiness to
you.
you. Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
For more information about this amazing family, you could go to their foundation, their website, to find out more. So we've been visiting with Stephen and Elizabeth Wampler. Be well.